Virginia and DePaul matching them up this way. Lempley and Holmes up front. Embry in the middle. Jackson and Strickland at the guards for DePaul. Kennedy and Sheehy, Polynice, Callaway and Mel Kennedy for Virginia. These two teams trying to join today's previous winners. Duke won here in Greensboro. Oklahoma just knocked off Northeastern. And Old Dominion defeating West Virginia. Ball on the attack. Lamont Lampley lets it go and picks up the first 2 points in the ball game.
They ran some inside screens and, of course, settled for that 15-footer. But you love to see a club like DePaul pry early, get a good shot, get that confidence.
Tom Sheehy in the deep corner for Virginia. Kennedy. Tom Callaway. Historian Tom Callaway, hometown boy in Charlottesville, started his career at Old Dominion. All he ever wanted to be was a Cavalier, and now he is in the NCAA Tournament.
Surprised with the man-to-man.
Polynice with a turnaround jump shot, and the Cavaliers have tied the ball game.
He's been shooting great lately. Fadeaways, posting up. But the man-to-man by DePaul, they've played good man-to-man, according to a reliable source, Mike Leone, who helps recruit New Jersey, who gave me a lot of info. We'll see if they stay with it.
Holmes turnaround jumper doesn't go. Callaway on the drive. He got it. Tom Callaway simply ran past everybody and picks up 2 points. Virginia grabs the lead. 4-2 Cavaliers. We're just underway in Greensboro.
Virginia in the man-to-man, all 3 trips.
Strickland with a bounce pass slow to Embry. Turnaround jumper won't fall, and Lempley's going to be whistled for a personal foul as the ball came in the lane.
Silly, really. Caught behind, good screen out. You just have to pat the defense and go back the other way. Don't reach over. Good shot, really, just unable to convert. You see that left hand, the tendency to shove.
All the Virginia players had a man screen that time. The word on DePaul, if they don't start shooting well, they may be in trouble. So we'll keep an eye on the early shooting here. Callaway.
Drew Kennedy with great post-up position. You can't give that up at this level. Kevin Holmes caught behind, but they're just stepping in front. They can knock it down from the wing or the top.
Kevin Holmes draws the personal foul, but what a great athlete Kevin Holmes is. A 6'8" senior from Los Angeles. We'll tell you more about him as we go along. Callaway.
2-3 now, Fred, on the inbounds. See how long they stay with it.
Callaway adjusting the offense for Virginia. The Cavaliers leading 4-2.
I think this will test their shooting. Tom Sheehy has to shoot well on the perimeter for this club. They're not a great deep shooting team.
Jumper off the baseline. Drew Kennedy won't go. Sheehy gets it back up and in. Tom Sheehy with a strong offensive board, and it's 6-2 Virginia.
Tom Sheehy, some nights he looks like an unmade bed. You know, the hair all over, but he had a terrific playoff, very solid performer. Now he's scoring well.
Rod Strickland buries the jump shot, and Sheehy called for a foul. Could be a big play early for DePaul. The Demons having just a little bit of trouble getting off the mark. Strickland had to help him, and so does the foul.
I'm not so sure Sheehy fouled. Good stop and pop, and underneath, of course, blocked out, but the face by Sheehy looked innocent.
6-4 now. Virginia. And Tony Jackson hits the jump shot, and DePaul gets the 4-point trip and ties the ball game at 6.
Fruitful, huh? 2-3 again. Enough for the man-to-man.
Callaway taking a look back at his coach, Terry Holland. Joey Meyer in his second year coaching DePaul. Terry Holland in his 12th at the University of Virginia.
Whereas Dallas Comagene not starting.
Polynice, turnaround jump shot. Oh, strong rebound by Embry. Kicks it out. Up they come. Tony Jackson against Callaway. Oh, and they buried it.
Ah, great look.
Lamont Lampley has 4.
Wasn't even part of the play.
Wave it the basket off.
Terrific rebound, as you mentioned, by Emery. A terrific dish as well. Tony Jackson, wave it off. It's incidental. Has nothing to do with the play, Fred.
Malone Lampley has it taken away. Kevin Holmes has one foul. And so does Tony Jackson now.
Early in the game, the referees like to test if there's a P in the whistle. Occasionally, a call like that erupts.
Kennedy, Callaway down the lane. Dishes it off, and the jump shot, good. Drew Kennedy from the side picks up 2, and Virginia has an 8-6 lead.
Well, penetration against any defense, but lately against the zone, the last few years, you can get in, you can get those 10, 12 footers. Your guard can get inside.
Rod Strickland with a jump shot. Out deep on the wing, and Strickland picks up 2 points. The 6'3" freshman from the Bronx. Both point guards.
Switch to man-to-man.
Strickland picks up Callaway out front.
Good pressure outside by Tony Jackson.
Mel Kennedy to Drew Kennedy. The ball knocked out of there. Tony Jackson moving on Callaway. Pulls up in the lane, misses. The tip is good. That was Lamone Lampley that got the tip, and he has 4 points.
We mentioned Comegee's not starting. This is the lineup that started against Marquette, according to the PR staff. They felt they played well. They're going with it.
Well, they won that last game of the year to go to 16-12, and that one got them in the NCAAs.
Nice defense inside by Embry.
Callaway, oh, what a nice dish down low. Drew Kennedy shot won't fall. The rebound battle, Embry's going to win it. DePaul has the ball, and Strickland's going to push it up.
Great look.
Lamone Lampley off balance and is fouled. Holden Popovich picks up his first personal foul.
Referees with a good non-call there because the pivot foot was established. Rod Strickland, who's been running the break using good judgment of late. See the pivot, even though the ball was fumbled, the pivot foot stayed on the floor.
Strickland lightning quick. Lamone Lampley on the line, 67% shooter. A 6'11" senior from Chicago's vocational high school. Nice free throwing action for a big guy.
Good struggle. Of course, Terry, he's had his physical problems the last few years. Much more relaxed and subdued on the bench.
You mentioned Joey Meyer getting the monkey off his back, getting in the NCAAs. Kind of interesting, Terry Holland. He really proved that he was a coach to a lot of people who didn't want to believe that after that outlet. Yeah.
It had to take that.
Took him immediately to the Final Four, and people who were detractors immediately turned into supporters. Callaway, shot doesn't fall. Embry rebounds, and here comes DePaul with a 4-point lead.
And Joey Meyer with the hand up, trying to make them take the break when it's there, but use sound judgment when it isn't. Get a good shot. Steps.
Walk the call against Tony Jackson.
Can't use the crossover move anymore. Officials don't believe in it.
DePaul off to the good start now. There's Joey Meyer, second year, succeeding, of course, his father, who only won 724 games at DePaul.
He's trying to get his own identity and not disclaiming his dad. Oh, you don't want to foul out there. Good pump fake by Drew Kennedy.
And the foul whistled.
Kevin Holmes.
Against Kevin Holmes, and that's number 2 on Kevin Holmes. Holmes may be coming out of the ball game right now. A substitution for DePaul.
Here's the guy. To me, an enigma in a sense. Great talent and up and down according to various people. Tremendous ability, and again, doing it each evening is the key in life, I would think.
Comegees. Guire kind of wore that label when he was at DePaul, and not being consistent. Comegees not as strong physically as certainly as Mark Aguirre was. Kennedy's free throw off the heel of the rim.
I think Meyer has his run-ins as well with Mark Aguirre.
Jackson. Strickland down the lane.
That's the
the shot is good.
Good looking break, and Strickland, no charge, no walk. The correct pass. They're handling it smoothly. Some confidence. Nice look. Komaji's filling, and of course, the variety in the shot selection helped there.
Drew Kennedy picked up his first foul. Dallas Komaji's getting himself off to a good start. And two new guards on the floor now for the University of Virginia. John Johnson is in the ball game, along with Richard Morgan.
He is tough. I saw the Duke game. He's 7 for 10 against Duke. Talented. Now you got 2 point guards from the Bronx out here.
Dallas Komaji gets his 3rd point of the night on a 3-point play. 15-8. DePaul up by 7 with 14:42 left in the first half. We'll be right back. DePaul shooting very, very well. Virginia shooting very well, but DePaul just a bit better early on. 15-8. DePaul is up by 7. We talked about the importance of a quick start for DePaul. Maybe even quicker than they had hoped for.
Well, you value the basketball. You've got a chance, and that's what DePaul is doing. They're valuing it. It's important, not just discarding it or forcing it. Good sound judgment.
Richard Morgan, John Johnson, Holland Polonese with a short jump hook, and back up and in it goes. Mel Kennedy picked up the follow basket, his first 2 points, and 15-10 now. DePaul leading Virginia. 14-12 left in first half action. Fred White along with Bill Raftery.
You got a gimmick defense. Fred boxing 1 on Strickland.
Tip try, Lampley doesn't fall, and Sheehy clears the rebound for Virginia. The Cavaliers down by 5. John Johnson in the circle.
DePaul had 9 in a row, Fred, until that particular miss. But if they can get good shots and play above the rim, they're going to make it tough for Virginia. They're so athletic up front.
John Johnson at the point now for Virginia with the ball right here. Hasn't started a game that leads this team in assists. Sheehy from the side doesn't get it. Mel Kennedy strong tip but won't fall. And DePaul had it but lost it.
Bad play.
Johnson working in the lane. Oh, what a job. John Johnson picks up his first 2 points. John Johnson developing those moves on the playground where he played with guys like Kenny Smith, Bruce Dalrymple, and Walter Berry.
Not a bad group, huh?
You better have a move if you're going to play with them. Komaji's has called for a charge.
Polonese had set up early. Easy call for the official. But that's one of the few times down the other end when Marty Embry made the turnover and led to the goal. But you can see here, Polonese ready and waiting. Don't make it so easy for the officials then.
13:07 left in first half action here. 15-12. DePaul by 3. The Demons were up by 7 a moment ago. Mel Kennedy to Holden Polonese.
Richard Morgan. Nice dish.
Strickland's got it out of there. He's got Jackson up court. They lay it back to Lampley, and he stops it. Lamone Lampley off to a quick start with 7 points for DePaul, and the Demons up by 5.
Lamone didn't have a Puri, though. That almost ricocheted out.
One of those were missed earlier here today. Tom Sheehy, much to the embarrassment of the stuffer.
First man-to-man, more often than not by DePaul.
Mel Kennedy tries it from the corner. It doesn't drop. Sheehy trying for the steal, and Strickland's going to bring it out of there.
That's twice now. Embry earlier, Lampley that time. Just get the rebound. If there's nobody there, hold it, let the guard come back.
Donnie Jackson works against Morgan.
Box him 1 still.
Donnie Jackson. Lampley from the baseline. He's been the man early for DePaul. That one won't drop. Here comes John Johnson. getting work in traffic. Got the penetration, got the dish, and from the deep corner, Morgan off the heel. Embry with a rebound for DePaul. Pretty good pace right now.
And you can see, though, DePaul recognizing when to go and when to slow. Good sign for them. And, of course, the pressure on the Virginia outside shooting.
Tony Jackson, Embry. Really looking for a shot. Yes, he is. And the turnaround jumper won't fall. He hasn't been too inclined to shoot the ball so far. Has not scored. Virginia down by 5 with a basketball. Morgan to Johnson. Look in the middle at Polonese and now back it out.
And Richard Morgan, a streak shooter. You mentioned he hit the heel earlier. He'll be looking for his shots.
Tony Jackson got a hand on the ball, but Morgan kept it. Virginia with 7 rebounds so far in this ball game, with 4 of them off the offensive end. Sheehy working the baseline. Shots in and out. And Kamaji's had it. Sheehy fouled him.
Great help right now defensively by DePaul. Where Sheehy ended up with a good shot, unable to convert. And both clubs doing a lot of subbing early.
My colleague Bill Rafter, as I mentioned, he started the day fogged in, has been all over the southeastern United States. He joined somebody's frequent flyer program this morning, and by nightfall he has earned 2 round-trip tickets anywhere on earth. Ooh, you've been everywhere today.
Tennessee to Tri-Cities. Then they want to send me to Knoxville.
Newark, Atlanta, Greensboro, finally.
Almost went home and started over.
17-12, DePaul here. It has been foggy here all day. Still is rainy and foggy outside in Greensboro. Jackson to Comachis in the lane. Long try by Lowe. That one won't drop. Rebound by Tony Jackson. Now they lose the handle. Comachis couldn't hold it. Lowe gets it back. Somebody grab it. Comachis down the lane, lays it in. Dallas Comachis has 5.
Something's on the ball. Wipe it off.
19-12 DePaul with 10:18 left in the first half.
You notice all the DePaul shots, even if they haven't made them, they've been close in where they can balance the floor. They're not giving Virginia easy baskets. They're putting the pressure on Virginia's half-court sets.
DePaul in this tournament at 16-12. They tell me their players were just jubilant when they found out that they had the bid after beating Marquette. John Johnson, jumper short. That was Drew Kennedy with the stick back, and he has 4 points. 19-14 DePaul. Virginia just played here in this building last week in the ACC tournament, and they played very well before they lost to Duke in the semifinals, 75-70. Of course, got the nation's attention with that win over North Carolina on January 30th.
I thought the Duke game, too, as well as the Carolina game, even though they lost the Duke game, they had such a good performance, sound. They're a solid kind of club, and they sort of grind it out. They're not a spurty type of team as DePaul could be.
21-14 now as Strickland hit the jump shot for DePaul. Drew Kennedy to John Johnson. Kind of hard to say who's got control of the tempo right now. Virginia playing half court at their end, but DePaul keeps forcing the action at the other.
And the 2-3 here really finally Polonese up, and Morgan 0 for 2 now, and he's been in there to shoot it.
Comachis hauls down the rebound, and here comes DePaul up by 7 with 8:55 left in the first half. Tony Jackson, Andy Lowe. Comachis in the lane.
And he shot it. Was that smart?
Oh, nice.
They got to give him 2.
The foul goes against Virginia.
Great body control. They are giving him the 2. You see him slide. The 2 pivot foot slide. The bump underneath by Jeff Daniel.
Jeff Daniel called for his first foul. Joey Meyer sitting calmly in front of the DePaul bench. Terry Holland much more animated right now up in front of Virginia bench, objecting to the fact that they're going to call it a shooting foul. Comachis' free throw is good. He has a half dozen points. Kamajis, a 6'9" junior from Philadelphia, 64% free throw shooter, shot blocker, excellent athlete.
I'm impressed with the composure of DePaul. Intelligent, good with the basketball, getting excellent shots.
Virginia down by 8.
Pressure on the perimeter shooting gets tougher with the spread and the score.
Morgan to Johnson. The penetration and a foul is called. This time it's against Rod Strickland. That's his second personal foul on the freshman. Morgan going to the bench now for Virginia. Another change of card. Mel Kennedy back in the lineup, and we have a timeout taken here. 8 minutes, 33 seconds left in first half action in Greensboro. DePaul 22, Virginia 14 our score. We'll be back right after this.
And Virginia early, look at the field goal difference, and of course everything outside. Colonies stopped inside by good help and pressure, but they were 5-3 early, and all of a sudden they got going a little bit. And people believe it's Drew Kennedy's insertion and Terry Holland, who changes lineups over the years, according to people down this way, stuck for 18 to 20 games with the same starting 5 and got a lot of continuity out of it. Little trap.
Virginia outscored by 10 points over the last 8 minutes. Now scored 16-6. Mel Kennedy. Well, look at the ball hustle on defense.
Good trap.
Lampley put him in the trap. The ball goes inside the Polonese, and he's fouled.
Excellent patience by Virginia. And that's one of the few times Olden Polonese was able to roll from the box across the 3-second lane. But you can see the patience, the read. Drew Kennedy, of course, rolling to the box, and then with the seal, Olden Polonese with the attempt.
Alice Kamajis, and that's his second foul. Kamajis fouling Polonese. Olden Polonese misses his first free throw attempt of the ball game. He has 2 points with 8:17 left in the first half. DePaul leading Virginia 22-14. The Cavaliers having trouble getting off the mark here. Polonese comes back and gets the next one. He has 3. So the 6'11 junior tightens it up a bit. 7-point lead for DePaul, and they have the basketball. Rod Strickland approaching midcourt.
I know you like to run your stuff, as coaches would say, but that 1-3-1 got Polonese in the game. I would think they might just drop that to Paul.
Strickland.
Bad shot. First one on the run.
Drew Kennedy to Mel Kennedy for Virginia. Cavaliers down by 7.
2-3 again.
Tom Sheehy. John Johnson directing the offense now.
These inside people of DePaul could wear Olden Polonese down. You know, they're strong, quick, way out on the shooter that time. Lampley, very active.
Virginia still having problem getting the shot down. Drew Kennedy missed at the baseline.
Speed of the shots has been questionable too. Really, when they've run it, they've gotten a good one.
Kamajis at the top of the circle. Looking like a point guard out there, waving people away, making passes.
Well, they got the box of 1, and Dallas not afraid to play any of the positions.
Johnson chasing Strickland, the other 4 playing the zone. Andy Lowe to Lampley. Lampley was willing to shoot early. He sort of stopped right now. Lowe, top of the circle, lets it fly. It's in and out. A strong rebound by Polonese. So 3-on-1 against Lowe in the lane. Johnson the dish, and Drew Kennedy sticks it. He has a half dozen points.
And Strickland tried to hold John Johnson at half court. He didn't want him to run the break. The ref let it go. Fortunately for Virginia.
5-point lead now, DePaul. 6:41 left in the first half.
Terry Holland putting the pressure on all 4 of the other players. Playing Strickland in the box.
Lampley misses. The ball tipped out of bounds, belongs to DePaul under their own basket. picked up that Cavalier fast break.
Vic Bubas used to talk at clinics, the old Duke coach, about stopping the foul line and dishing it off. I don't think he meant that one-hand bowl, but still, pretty everybody to the box.
Two-hand chest pass was more what Vic had in mind.
Some guys used to say it had to be a bounce pass, the last pass. Not in this era. A variety of passes.
Playing for Tom Davis, maybe.
Tom wears out the floorboards. Picked up the pivot foot.
Comagese called for the walk. Virginia gets the ball back down by 5. The Cavaliers batting a little run right now.
Well, that little trap got them an easy basket. Of course, the fast break on the force by Strickland. Virginia will punish you for an error. So you've got to play within that game plan. Don't force things because they'll pound it to you.
Tom Callaway back at the point now for Virginia. Callaway, the junior from Charlottesville. Sheehy. Kevin Holmes has been on the bench for a long time for DePaul. He picked up those 2 fouls very early. With 14:49 left in the first half, he sat down and
they are active.
Back in the game now.
They are active in the back of the zone. Embry out quickly. First loop.
Holmes bothering the shot of Polonese that time, and now it's going to be a foul against Mel Kennedy.
They could have given it to Olden Polonese as well. I'm sure Terry Holland is happier with the choice.
First foul on Mel Kennedy. Polonese already had one. So DePaul up by 5, getting the ball back with 5:43 left in the first half. Holmes sets up under the basket now. Embry sets up in the lane.
Virginia, I would think, would be better with Sheehy on the same side as Polonese because they have to go out and play him for the shot, and it opens up the passing lane in that 2-3 zone. Maybe we'll see a little more of that.
Tony Jackson takes him in the circle, picks up double team.
Didn't need it.
And got an air ball that's out of bounds.
That's the kind of thing, you know, your judgment is questionable, and of course the other guys in the team get offended then. You're not passing the ball, you're not moving it, you're being a little bit selfish.
Callaway with penetration, there's a trip.
Nickel dime.
Tony Jackson called for the trip. Second foul on Tony Jackson. Strickland was there also, but Jackson was called for the foul. Now 5:17 left in first half action. DePaul up by 5. And Tom Callaway will step to the line. Steady player.
People feel Johnson is better at that point position, figuring Callaway pushes the ball up the floor, but he's not as good at penetrating and getting it to people.
Tom Callaway now with 3 points. Callaway went to Old Dominion and played only 26 minutes, hurt a knee, then transferred to junior college, Piedmont Junior College, then on to Virginia. Talking about Polonese.
3 shots, huh? That's good defense, and of course, impatience at times. Little pressure by Virginia, now a little pressure. First time, went to the floor.
So Polonese, who has only taken 3 shots in this game, has 3 points. Now for DePaul, Terrence Green, the 6'4" freshman from Flint, Michigan, checks in. Comagese is out. And below, back to the bench. And look at Strickland, he's in the trap, but got rid of it in a hurry. Oh, Green threw it away. Mel Kennedy can't save it, so it's out of bounds to DePaul.
You've got to attack, you've got to look up the floor, but you also have to read the defense. You want your postman in the middle and coming to the basketball.
Here's the way they should beat the press, perhaps. Just get it in Rod Strickland's hands and get out of the way.
Well, that's the idea of that trap, though. Make him give it up or make somebody give it up. And if it's man to man, obviously, you'd love him to bring it up. Good trap.
Picked up a double team and gets rid of it. Green. Strickland alone on the wing. Turns, looks, fires the long jumper. That'll do it. Rod Strickland says, thank you very much, and has 6 points. We'll go the other way.
He was just sliding to the side, had his feet set.
4:44 left in the first half. DePaul up by 5. Callaway against the DePaul zone. Inside it comes to Polynice. Wants a shot here. Put it on the floor, and he's fouled by Terrence Green.
You can't get mad at Terrence Green, though. Polynice, don't give the big guy room to work, and that's exactly what he did. Unfortunately, he's tagged for the foul, but Polynice, you mentioned 3 shots. Every time he's touched the ball in that vulnerable area, he attracts a crowd. Here, you see Terrence Green getting the call outside, but good activity in the zone by DePaul.
Holden Polynice, 1 for 2 on the line. Off the heel of the rim. Oh, nice save by Kennedy. Drew Kennedy with a stick back off a free throw. 8 points for Kennedy, and now a 3-point lead for DePaul in the pressure line.
That's been their salvation, the foul in the backcourt. Tom Callaway, but the offensive rebounding's been bailing Virginia out.
Foul is the first on Tom Callaway of Virginia. 4:23 left in the first half. 7th team foul on the Cavaliers. Both teams in the 1-and-1.
Jimmy Larinaga on the left there out of Providence. Great scorer. Of course, Dave Odom on the right. Terry. That's how I used to sit. Legs crossed.
Oh.
Pass me the menu.
Terrence Green.
Should be a violation now. Virginia. Green almost faked the free throw, and John Johnson fell in the lane. Looked like a Globey trick.
Put the ball in the rubber band and
string. I think Norm Nixon did it in the NBA, and they put a rule in against it.
Green. 3 throws up and off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Mel Kennedy for Virginia to John Johnson. 4:19 left in the first half. Virginia just down by 4 now. Callaway to John Johnson.
Marty Embry has been draping over Polynice as much as he can.
Callaway got it in the air and is called for a charge. He wanted to get it down inside to Polynice, who had 3 blue shirts around it.
They're just collapsing, and if Virginia does not shoot the basketball 15, 17 feet, they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
We have a timeout here. 4:02 left in our first half. DePaul with a 4-point lead over Virginia. Virginia has the ball to start the second half, down by 8. That's been the biggest margin in the game. Virginia had a 4-point lead very early, but really DePaul controlled the first half. Now here we go.
2-3 once again. No surprise by DePaul.
Oh. Virginia with a quick turnover to start the second half. Cavaliers turn it over 6 times. DePaul just 5 in the first half. Neiman's taking very good care of it, as did Virginia.
You like your guard to get in there in the middle and have people pinch, but you got to deliver the basketball.
Tony Jackson down in the corner, Lamone Lampley. See Kamaji starting the second half in place of Holmes now. Callaway getting out on the long rebound and getting it in. Tom Callaway has 6.
That helps the cause.
Kind of excited the Virginia bench. They won a loose ball battle to start things here. Now they're down by 6. Tony Jackson, Lamone Lampley. Jackson, top of the circle. Might have passed up a pretty good shot, right?
Yeah, that's okay, though. Before he walked on a crossover, forced a shot. It'll come back.
Lampley looked down at Kamaji's, couldn't get in there. Jackson in the lane. Jumper short. That's Kamaji's. No, that's Lampley. Lamone Lampley taking control of the board, and he has 8 points.
And Jackson got a good shot, didn't convert, but they were able to get in position for an offensive rebound.
Callaway with penetration. Off to Sheehy. The jumper from the wing. Good.
Oh, he's got to light it up. He and Polynice were 2 for 7. That makes them 3 for 8.
36-30 DePaul now.
Box 6-1 still. I don't know how long Terry can go with it.
Lampley.
That helps.
High off the glass. Look at Callaway bringing it back. You talked about him going up tempo. Callaway pushed it that time. And now Kennedy lets it fly. Wasn't there. Embry clears the rebound.
Lamone should be ready for a hook.
Oh, Jackson. Bill Lampley.
He makes up for it by running the floor. But you can't take shots like that. That long jumper objects to hit the rim once in a while.
He was well within his range the last trip up. He has 10 points now.
It's a my turn shot.
38-30 DePaul. 17:49 left in the game. Mel Kennedy to Polonese. Knocked out of there. Strickland had a hand on it. Tony Jackson picks it up.
I mentioned before, I just think Tom Shee has to get on the same side as Olden Polonese. They've got to come out and play him. They got to respect his shot. Otherwise, Olden's going to have people all over him.
Rod Strickland. Out along the baseline it goes.
Not a bad shot.
Comachis couldn't drop it. And Virginia down by 8 with the basketball now. Callaway. At the top of the DePaul zone.
What you're looking for are holes in the zone. You slot your people between defenders. Make two play one. Now they got the two of them together. And you see how they come out and respect the jumper.
Kennedy drops it along the baseline to Drew Kennedy. Mel Kennedy to Drew Kennedy for the 2 points. And Drew Kennedy has 11. Virginia down by 6.
That was a good set, well executed.
Nice crisp attack that time by the Cavaliers. 16:46 left in this game. Comachis, Lampley. Oh, he almost walked.
Yeah, he looked like he was sliding.
Look at Tony Jackson in heavy traffic. Tony Jackson nails his 4th point. And again, DePaul maintaining that 8-point lead. Strickland meeting Callaway way out front now.
Man to man.
In the switch. Polonese.
What would scare me, though, is you get Polonese into the game. Yep, right to him.
Holden, turnaround shot. He's fouled. That could be big for the Cavaliers. Polonese has 5.
Tough gamble by Joey Meyer, switching to the man-to-man. Good clubs like Virginia. See it, recognize it, get it to the right spot. And the big guy with a chance for 3.
Holden Polonese now will be on the line. The foul was on Marty Embry. That's his first personal foul. Polonese now with 5 points tonight, 1 for 3 at the line. 6'11" junior from All Hallows High School in New York City. Getting a half dozen points. 3-point trip for Virginia. They're down by 5.
Chris Polonese, and just say hello to him. Years ago, I was at a camp that his high school coach John Kerry ran, and he had big feet, not much else. Turned out pretty good. It wasn't any of the drills I gave, I assure you.
Steal by Drew Kennedy. He's fouled by Tony Jackson.
And not a bad one, really. Would have been a deuce the other way.
3rd foul on Tony Jackson with 16 minutes left in the game. Substitution now for DePaul. Here comes Kevin Holmes back on the floor. Lamone Lampley will sit down. Joey Meyer working hard. Kevin Holmes in the ballgame. He was a high school teammate of Brett Saberhagen, the Royals pitcher.
Who you know very well. Because the baby, that was a beautiful thing during the World Series, right? The baby was born.
Yes. Oh, look at Virginia starting to get it going now. Drew Kennedy with a tough shot in the lane has 13 points.
It was 40-32, Fred. The ball went man-to-man, and now this time they're back into 2-3 here, but they've got a fire lit under the Cavaliers.
Down by 3 now, and Drew Kennedy will be on the lane.
Good pump fake, set that up.
That figured out now why Brett Saberhagen throws strikes. If you're on the mound and Kevin Holmes says throw strikes, you're going to throw yourself a strike. 14 points, Drew Kennedy. 2 consecutive three-point plays for the Cavaliers, and now they're within 2 of DePaul, and Joey Meyer wants a timeout. The Blue Demons gathering around their coach. 15:43 left in the game. There's timeout here with the score. DePaul 40, Virginia 38. We're back in Greensboro where the Virginia Cavaliers are now making a run. Earlier today here in Greensboro, Duke got a strong argument from number 64, Mississippi Valley State, won at 85-78. I tell you, the Delta Devils put up a heck of a fight.
Duke believes. Johnny Dawkins mentioned it off the air.
Old Dominion over West Virginia, 72-64. Well, there's a long try by Kevin Holmes, and it didn't drop, and the foul goes against Drew Kennedy. After a timeout, I'm sure Joey Meyer didn't want Kevin Holmes to take an 18-footer. But he did. Lucky to get the ball back. DePaul's got to use their head now. What defense you think DePaul's going to be in when we go the other way? I'd say 2-3. Strickland lobs cross court to Kennedy. Redder Tony Jackson. 15:25 left in this game. DePaul was up by 8. It's 2 at the moment now. Both the 2-3. Virginia the 2-3. Tony Jackson working against Sheehy. Oh, look at the trap at the baseline. Kamaji's got it inside. Holmes missed the shot. Chases it down on the baseline and now gets it back out to Strickland. They're in the box on Strickland. Kamaji from the top of the circle. Won't drop. Holmes takes it back up and misses. And a foul is called. That was off to the side. They want goaltending. DePaul, you can't blame them for asking. It was on the side. She shouldn't have done it. Any question on it, but Lamone Lampley has to extricate his arm, then go up strong. But you can see she really not a wise play. He's fortunate the refs were right on top of it. Foul was on Olin Polynice, his second. Joey Meyer, the DePaul coach. Kevin Holmes, a 6'8" senior from Grover Cleveland High School in Los Angeles, has 2 points tonight. What an athlete. 6'11" high jumper, 23-foot long jumper, a 48-foot triple jumper, and a Division I basketball player. Is there anything else left? Nice free throw shooting. You know, timing of shots. We talked about the jumper out there by Holmes. Timing. You know, the quick hitter, everybody, they're not set. Your club's not into a flow. Judgment. Komaji's, I thought it was a good shot. Same type of shot. Holmes free throw off the mark. Drew Kennedy clears the rebound. Virginia down by 3. 14:53 left in the game. Man to man. DePaul. John Johnson against Strickland. I'd live in that 2-3 until they got the lead. How about you? Oh, yeah. That's where the tempo seemed to change when they made the switch. See, they're trying to post up and a reach in by Strickland. He didn't have to. It's so tempting. Let me ask you a question. Why can the centers lock arms, wrestle, beat one another up in the middle, put 2 guards out front, one of them gets touched, and it's a foul? Well, God endowed the big guys with such powerful bodies, they can incur so much pain and punishment. The little guys. 41-38. DePaul by 3. And the 2-3. Makes them use the clock, sort of takes the juice out of VA. John Johnson, when Mel Kennedy came up to the top and wanted the ball, couldn't get it. Now he has it on the wing. He wanted a shot. He's fouled way out on the floor, and Strickland said, no, don't call that foul. Well, you like to challenge the shooter. The rod out
there. You for number 4?
No, it's number 3 on Strickland.
Okay. But he's trying to do the right thing by getting out there. It's just keep the hand up high and don't reach down.
Now Mel Kennedy, a 6'5" sophomore from Power Memorial High School on Long Island. Power Memorial has turned out a player.
And not bad. Of course, they closed the school many years after Lou Alcindor, later to be known as Kareem, left. But they've had their share. Lenny Elmore, Ed Searcy, Chapman Trimble, who played at Maryland. Some real good ones.
I thought Kareem would have a long career. Because he lasted a while.
And he's still in great shape. Good health. Polonese with the grab.
Holden Polonese, his 3rd foul. 41-39, DePaul by 2.
I don't know if you want your big guy down there trapping. Because this is just a good anticipation of the pass. He almost came up with the pass. Just lingered a little too long.
Rod Strickland will handle the inbounds pass. And the 3rd foul on Polonese. Comagis defended by Polonese. Jackson, top of the circle.
Good patience, though, by Virginia. They stayed with the box and won. They've gotten themselves right back in it patiently. Didn't change much of their philosophy.
Turn around, Holmes. Kevin Holmes nails down his 5th point. And DePaul up by 4 at 43-39. You don't see that many gimmick defenses anymore, do you?
No, seldom. Once in a while you see the triangle 2 in the box, but not for long periods of time. Another guy that's really helped this DePaul club late, Kevin Holmes, has come around.
Oh, nice speed down inside, but Holmes is called for the foul. Polonese had a hand on it. Pretty nice pass thrown down in the lane.
Comagis made a heck of a gamble. He's shaking his head. Polonese with the seal there, and you'll see just put his hand too high. Good read. Unfortunately for DePaul, he couldn't come up with it.
.16 left in the game. DePaul up by 4. Virginia with the basketball. John Johnson, top of the circle. Tom Sheehy. Drew Kennedy. Cavaliers patient now. Mel Kennedy flashes to the baseline. And the foul is going to go. I believe they got Kevin Holmes again, and that's going to be his 4th foul. And that's going to put Virginia in the 1-1, and they've only committed 3 fouls.
Well, you're going out to challenge the jump shooter. You have to have control. And Kevin Holmes got caught as the dribbler. Went by him.
That is number 4 on Kevin Holmes, so he's in foul trouble. He sat down with 14:49 left in the first half after drawing his 2nd foul. Now there are 13 minutes left in the game. He has 4. Kennedy won't drop. So DePaul still up by 4. Terrence Green set to check into the DePaul lineup. Tony Jackson with the basketball. Embry. Jackson.
They're using a little motion against the box. It's interesting. They're getting people free.
Sheehy had a hand on it. Holmes turns around and makes the bucket, but it won't count. The whistle blowing down in the lane, and they got Sheehy.
I think it was Drew Kennedy.
Drew Kennedy?
I'm pointing to a few different guys on you here. I think it was Drew. You see, they're getting that ball on the foul line. They're running a little action. The exchange you may have seen just as Jackson made the dribble. But here it really hurt the call because they had a deuce.
That's the 4th foul on Drew Kennedy. So he has 4 fouls now with 12.5 left in the game.
But Jackson, he can have that all night. He can come down from the box to the foul line, either take the jump shot or put it on the floor. Back to the 2-3 zone, DePaul.
Half dozen points for Tony Jackson. Now they're up by 6, 12-15 left in the game, and Polynice is fouled as it comes in the lane. Dallas Comagese commits his third personal foul.
That penetration with the dribble, they're only going to give one shot, which is right. You'll see Comagee's got pinned. They got him for the push. Quick hands as well.
Comagese committing the foul. That's his third personal foul. Now Lamone Lampley checks in. That's his fourth foul, excuse me, and Lamone Lampley is in to replace him. So Comagese has 4, and Kevin Holmes has 4. And DePaul has some foul problems.
Well, Terry Holland wanted 2. I can't blame him for asking. But Virginia, calm. You know, they seem to be more comfortable than they were in the first half. I think they feel they're knocking at the door now, getting the ball movement they want, and actually getting it inside.
Tom Callaway coming back in for Virginia. Holden Polynice in the second half of this ballgame doesn't have a rebound, has just 1 field goal. He has hit the 2 free throws. 5-point lead DePaul. 12-14 left in the game. The Blue Demons have led most of the way. 8 points now for Holden Polynice.
Well, full court.
Terrence Green against Callaway.
No trap.
Now help from Mel Kennedy and a lob pass.
Terrence Green, good read.
Foul call. Tom Callaway. That's his third.
They may have given it to Johnson, just a guess. Both of them were over there.
Where was Johnson? You're right. Johnson's first foul. That saves Virginia a bit. It would have been 3 on Callaway.
See the trap, got that loop pass, Polynice. It was tantalizing. He thought he could have it.
Now Strickland.
And Virginia strictly man right now.
Lamone Lampley to Green and a whistle blowing down in the lane. A wrestling match going on down there. I think they got Sheehy that time.
Yes. He got beat. He got on the high side, tried to bail out with a grab. Because the kids today shape up so well. If something changes, you see the pin now. The offensive man's curling, turns the defender away. Actually, that is an offensive foul, but seldom is it called.
Rod Strickland with the basketball for DePaul. 11:41 left in the game, and there's the interception. Sheehy bringing it up against Lampley. Oh, nice left-handed toss. Tom Sheehy with his 6th point of the night.
Great release, pretty good variety too. Lampley avoiding the foul as well.
That's a 6'9" guy up there. That nice soft little layup. Rod Strickland answering, won't fall for him. Comagese hauls it down. Rather Polynice. And now Virginia trying to get a tie with 11-12 left in the game. Cavaliers battling back, and their fans starting to get into it now. They're on their feet and roaring for the Cavaliers.
DePaul man-to-man. Look for Polynice to shape up inside. They got him if they get it to him.
Johnson has him on the post. Jump hook. Won't drop. Lamone Lampley clears the rebound, and DePaul keeps the lead.
It's a cute little thing, though. He'll kick it. He, meaning Polynice, then go down and screen, turn and seal.
Tony Jackson. Cross court to Rod Strickland. Lampley with the turnaround jump shot. Lamone Lampley's had a good night. Dozen points for him.
Their inside people are tough down on the box. They should stay at home. Right down there and dump it into them.
DePaul backed up by 4 now. Lamone Lampley, the 6'11" senior, has a dozen points. Holden Polynice picks up his 10th point for Virginia. 2-point lead DePaul. Pace picking up a little bit now.
They found Polynice now. The man-to-man has helped him. He's able to get free.
Jackson to Strickland. Johnson defends him. Down inside, Embry. Turn around over Sheehy. Lampley had the rebound. And a foul against Holden Polynice is his 4th.
Boy, that is a problem for Virginia, but you can see the activity, the quick jumpers of DePaul, and of course the concern there by Terry Holland for obvious reasons. Number 4 on his big guy.
Kevin Holmes and Dallas Comagese and DePaul each have 4. And now Polonese of Virginia. Terry Holland looking like he may substitute, but hasn't yet. Lampley's free throw, good.
We're having a town meeting over there. All the coaches trying to decide, is he able to play? He's just telling the coaches, relax. Usually when a kid says relax, he gets number 5 on the next play.
You can read Terry's lips. He says, you have 4 fouls. Points, Lamone Lampley, the senior from Vocational High School in Chicago, playing well for DePaul. Demons up by 4, 9:57 left in the game.
It's simple for DePaul on offense now. Try and jam it inside. 1-2-2 set now by DePaul. Don't take a fast shot. You can settle late for the jump shot. See if you can get Polonese out of the game.
John Johnson, quick move in the lane. Dish to Sheehy. Cross court. Long try by Callaway. Well, from way outside, Callaway with his 8th point of the night. 2-point lead, DePaul. And Strickland against Johnson as they hit the timeline.
She with a quick one-handed pass diagonally.
Tony Jackson looking in.
Steps.
It's a walk. DePaul turns it over.
Had one early in the game.
So Virginia will have the ball when we come back. Timeout here with 9:22 left in the game. DePaul 49, Virginia 47. Drew Kennedy and Polonese each have 4 people in serious foul trouble. Holmes and Comagese, and Kennedy and Polonese. And then 3 more players with 3 still. With 9:22 to go, that's going to be tough for some people. Virginia with a chance to tie now. Last time it was tied was with 16:28 left in the first half when it was an 8-8 ball game.
1-2-2 now. Trying to take out the perimeter shot.
Callaway looking antsy. He wants to take a shot, but hasn't yet. Johnson will from the deep wing. No. A Virginia miss. And DePaul, Strickland down the lane. Misses. The ball is out of bounds and belongs to DePaul. John Johnson had a hand on it, but lost his balance, lost the ball out of bounds, and now pleads his case to the official.
Well, Rodney Strickland looks like he's down on Broadway, dribbling through the crowds at rush hour. Of course, he thought he got the hit here, and he may be right. Fortunately, the ball ends up back in DePaul's hands.
With 8:44 left in the game, DePaul with a 2-point lead. Last tie was at 8-8. Virginia led very early in the ball game prior to that, and now Virginia, Callaway, and Johnson against Comagese. The game is tied.
They should have given it up, though, don't you think, earlier? To Johnson, he was wide open.
They could never get the break really set, but they convert it, and it's a 49-49 tie with 8:22 to play.
And that turnover by Comagese, the pass, they've got to be careful, start valuing the ball again.
Lampley off the heel of the rim. Oh, that's a big rebound for Marty Embry, and he sticks it. 3 points, Marty Embry with the offense. He put it back, and DePaul goes back in front by 2.
He was up big, Fred.
It's his first field goal of the ball game. 7:58 left in the contest.
See the big guy, Lamone Lampley, up there with the big hands. He can stop any top of the key shot and yet get down and help out.
Johnson. Mel Kennedy miss. And the rebound to Lamone Lampley, who got it flat-footed.
We get Lamone to stop taking that long bomb. He could be the MVP of this ball game.
Lamone faces Polonese.
That's it, Lamone. Get inside.
Strickland, nice speed, down, turn around, jump shot by Comagese, one drop. Polonese clears it. Again, 4 players in this game with 4 fouls. Johnson in the lane. Blocked by Lempley, and Embry picks it up.
Good balance. They got set at DePaul, and not a wise choice there.
7-12 left in the contest. Aaron Green against Callaway. They haven't been able to take it inside and challenge Polonese lately. Embry with a turnaround jump shot.
I'm not concerned that they challenge Polonese, but keep pounding it in there. Maybe it'll be his side you're working on. He's been going opposite the basketball, but they are so tough inside. It's awful hard to stop them.
53-49 DePaul. 6:47 left in the game. Mel Kennedy not really hunting the shot that time. Had a little room on the wing, turned it down. Now they go to Polynesian lane, and Embry pushed him.
Boy, did he. Well, why not? You know you're beat. You don't want to dunk. You don't want to be embarrassed. Give him a shove.
Tony Jackson back in the game for DePaul. Drew Kennedy back for Virginia, and here it comes inside.
You talked about his strength earlier. He's got a little. Whoop. No question. Looked like a Richard Dent Chuck, didn't it?
Well, they play in the same city. Marty Embry's second foul. Now Kevin Holmes returns to the floor for DePaul. He's been on the bench most of the night with foul problems. Has scored 5 points. There's Polonese, 6'11" junior.
Tell you, Lampley's going out, but they may have to go home with Lamone. He has played very well.
I like that.
That's a well, that used to be one on Joe Camone, an old jockey. All the reprobates. The reach in by Callaway.
Callaway's foul.
They used to say, go home with Camone.
That's the third foul on Tom Callaway. Tony Jackson will be on the line. Both teams in the 1-on-1 from here on out. Tony Jackson, a 71% free throw shooter. Half dozen points in this game. Senior from San Francisco, Bishop O'Dowd High School. Has just become a 1,000-point scorer for DePaul. Free throw won't drop. Boy, they get magnified at this time of the game, don't they? Oh, bounds though, DePaul ball. And
a good call, too. Tom Shee tried to fake the official into it, but you're right. You've got to make free throws late in the late stages of a game if you're going to seal a victory, or at least keep the point total up.
Oh, they try to feed it in heavy traffic, and Holmes takes it out of there and scores. Kevin Holmes picks up his 7th point of the ball game.
They didn't.
A little bit of serendipity there.
They didn't make the free throws, but they spread the lead.
Now a timeout with 6:20 left in the game. DePaul in front of Virginia, 53-49. Don't go away. There's Joey Meyer, who would like a little less time on the clock, in spite of the good father's protestations. Field goal percentages. Very steady for DePaul. Virginia shooting much better in the second half than in the first. The Cavaliers now down by 6, though.
The 1-2-2 has been a little puzzling for Virginia. They've had to use clock a little bit. They haven't been able to get it in as easily. Good help here.
John Johnson says he got hit in the shoulder. He's hurt. Drew Kennedy went for the block. The basket was good, but we have an injury. John Johnson down on the out-of-bounds stripe. Oh, he just got a little upset with the official for not calling one before. You might not happen. He might have jammed that arm a little bit.
When he came down?
Yeah.
Of course, he went up for the jump shot and had some activity around him, but the ref was trying to be nice to him. They can't win, can they? You can see here as he comes down.
Well, he got the block. Strickland got the ball.
Oh, you know what? The ball must have been shoved back a little bit.
To him, and he might have.
Yeah. No foul whatsoever. Poor refs. Commiserating, they get hurt.
He's out of the game with an injured shoulder.
Little continuity. Been able to get it down deep, pop to the foul line, look underneath.
55-51 DePaul. Comagese with a big basket.
At this level, it's a layup.
It's his first bucket of the second half. He has a dozen in the game now, and DePaul up by 6. 5:31 to play, and we're getting down to it in Greensboro now.
And they've been tough when it's counted.
Kennedy, top of the circle. DePaul active in the zone right now.
They've been quick to the outside shooters.
Kennedy fake, didn't take it. Sheehy drives the baseline and gets it. Tom Sheehy now has 8 points.
Pretty smart player, isn't he?
Yes.
Got to the hole there, got the pass from Kennedy.
We have 5:04 left in the game. DePaul with a 4-point lead. Tony Jackson handling the ball. Now Kevin Holmes. Bounce pass down low, and it's taken away, and a foul called, and Comegis has just fouled out of the ball game with 4:54 to play.
Now he gets the foul, and it's the terrible pass that caused the problem. I mean, a harsh pass. You can see it. The skip almost. You needed a baseball glove to pick it up. Bounced a couple of feet away from him. He gets the foul on Shee, and that's number 5, and he's played a nice game.
The one guy who didn't touch the ball in the whole sequence was the point guard, Rod Strickland. He was on the wing all the time. Dozen points and a half dozen rebounds for Dallas Comegis, but with 4:54 to play, the way he has played, DePaul can miss him down the stretch.
Oh, they need him badly.
DePaul up by 4. Tom Sheehy on the line. Junior forward from Rochester, New York, and nothing but net. First try on the line, and he's an 84% free throw shooter. He has 9.
If Lamont Lampley can continue his play, they won't necessarily miss Dallas, but it eliminates some flexibility.
Embry and Holmes along the front line with him. Now Polynice is going to take a seat. He played chess. Terry Holland might have just castled.
Well, you know what's amazing? You know, the ACC, they do know the clock better than most people in the country. They're in so many close games. They've got such a good feel in the latter stages that he feels he'll hide him a little bit and get him back.
57-55, DePaul by 2, 4:45 left in the game. Jackson out front. Mel Kennedy defending. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Tony Jackson working now outside to Rod Strickland. Takes a look over at his coach, Joey Meyer. What do you do? Clear out was for Strickland against Callaway.
Using some clock.
Tony Jackson had a shot, stepped into traffic, and the foul is called. No basket.
Kennedy, I believe, but did you see the first step by Jackson, Fred? Whew.
No.
Neither did Kennedy. Oh, they were looking for a walk. He stepped. Now watch him step forward. Oh, tell you, that is close to a walk. He doesn't release that ball, but he can explode. And of course, you're questioning the chess move. Holden's back in.
It was uncastled. Tony Jackson's free throw good. That was the 3rd foul on Mel Kennedy. Tony Jackson now with 7 points. DePaul up by 3 with 4:20 to play. Short with a try. Kind of slipped out of his hand, it looked like, when he put it up.
They jerked it just a little bit. Back to the 2-3 with Lampley in the middle.
Now we have an odd point ball game. 4:09 left. DePaul up by 3.
This may still be. Let's see. He still played 2-3. I thought maybe they were in a flat 3-2.
Mel Kennedy on Callaway. Strickland shut him off, and he lobs to Sheehy on the baseline. In and out. Embry, a big rebound for DePaul.
Sure was.
Demons up by 3 with 3:45 to play, and this could be a big trip for him. Rod Strickland against Callaway.
Stacked with a pop out.
Lamont Lampley.
They better be careful with that cross-court pass from the wing.
Lampley outside to Jackson. Good patience, DePaul. 3:28 left in the game. Strickland against Callaway.
What use of the dribble?
Oh, he got it. It's going to be a charge. Will they give him the bucket?
You know, wipe it out. They score the goal, but this is just to keep everybody happy. One of the other fellas, watch him use the dribble though, between the leg, great crossover move, and right here you see Polnice, who does this very well, particularly for a big guy. He's there nice and early, but take it away if you're going to call it.
Now this is the fourth foul on Rod Strickland.
Whoa.
It's now 60-55 DePaul, but this helps Virginia because they're going to get up court with no time coming off the clock and a chance to score 2 points.
A little surprise, too, for Polonice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Stepping in with 4.
Now Strickland has 4. Jeff Daniels set to check into the Virginia lineup. Polonice free throw, good. Daniel in, Tom Sheehy now will take a breather. Terry Holland getting them all a little below before the final 2 minutes.
Not much. I don't think Polonice got more than 10 ticks off the clock with the free throws, etc.
11 points now for Polonice. 4-point lead DePaul. Off the foot of the rim. That's Lamont Lampley pulling down a big rebound. Now DePaul up by 4, so they win the exchange. They give up 1 point, but they scored 2.
1-3-1. Look for some traps down deep.
3:08 left in the game. DePaul with a basketball and a 4-point lead, and the arrow is pointing DePaul's way if there should be a held ball.
Foul line is open. As they run somebody in, now it isn't. Polonice matched up, and if they open up and run somebody,
there's a trap. Lampley.
There it is.
Lane to Holmes. Oh, he buried a big shot. Kevin Holmes with his 7th point of the second half. 9 in the ball game.
Great.
DePaul up by 6.
Great cut, though. Kevin Holmes timed it beautifully.
2:38 left, and Virginia needs a couple. Jeff Daniel with a turnaround jumper is short. That was Drew Kennedy to stick it back in, and Virginia immediately getting a timeout. 18 points now for Andrew Kennedy. 2:31 left in the game. We have a timeout to score. DePaul 62, Virginia 58. That was point number 9 for Kevin Holmes, who spent a lot of this night sitting down because of foul problems. The Virginia bench, they've been through this type of game so many times. Bill Henderson, and this is not a put down. DePaul, they've been in a number of these things and not had the great success. And this is one thing their coaches talked about, was we want our kids to believe they can win a close game. They've lost a few of them. We want them to get a couple of wins.
Well, some people say they're not a tough team, by that mentally. And this is another example of how they handle this. You mentioned earlier they've got to get the ball to Strickland's hands, but if they trap, he's going to have to give it up as he does now. Good step through, though.
Step through the trap, and Tom Callaway fouled him, and that's number 4 on Tom Callaway. And if this game should go to overtime, everybody may foul out.
Won't be anybody left.
2:28 left in the game. Olden Polonice checks back into the Virginia lineup.
Strickland 73%, 4 minutes or less in the ball game. Stat kept there by DePaul.
Rod Strickland off the heel of the rim. And now Virginia down by 4 with 2:25 to play. Tom Callaway with the basketball.
And there wasn't a flow to that stroke. 2-1-2. 2-3, if you will. Lamone trying to front Polonice. Good job.
Ball deflected. Polonice wins the loose ball battle. Throws up a jump hook, and he's fouled.
Lampley just didn't come up with the ball. And Embry a little upset, but Marty was caught. You'll see Lampley with a good step in front, and Polonice aggressive going for it. And Embry's just caught here. Not much more he can do. Marty with the foul.
Third foul on Marty Embry. Terrence Green into the ball game now, and Kevin Holmes sits down. 2:07 left in this game. DePaul leading by 4, and Olden Polonice on the line. Missed the free throw. Neither side able to get a free throw down. Both free throws missed. Well, the free throw shooting not good in the stretch. So DePaul keeps the 4-point lead with 2 minutes left in the game.
They've been running continuity now, DePaul, and what they have to do is take their time and get a real good one. Only a layup if it shows early. Run some clocks, some up and down. Be careful of your cross court or that diagonal pass, because the guards have been quick to step in for Virginia. A giveaway.
Foul called on Mel Kennedy out on the floor. That's his 4th foul.
And he's looking at the bench. He wants to know whether they want him to foul or not.
1:40 left in the game. DePaul up by 4. It'll be Terrence Green on the line now. He's 1 for 2 at the free throw stripe tonight. Just a 53% free throw shooter. Concerned Terry Holland looking on from the Virginia bench. This is a 1-and-1. And Terrence Green gets it.
Comes out like a screwball. Then it comes out off the pinky. And he's a 58% shooter at the end of games. So it improves for him at stretch time.
5-point lead DePaul with 1:40 to play. Make it 6 as Terrence Green steps up and hits them both. There have been 24 fouls called in the second half of this ball game. And 44 called in the entire contest. Virginia down by 6, 1:32 to play. The Cavaliers need to score fairly quickly. John Johnson, Sheehy, Johnson to Mel Kennedy in the lane. Shot knocked back to him, and a walk. Big call.
They're responding well now. And boy, John Johnson attacking the official right in front of us here.
John Johnson really unhappy with the call, talking to an official in front of us. Here it is again.
Say the zone has given Virginia fits though, hadn't it? Either the 2-3 or the flat 3-2. Oh, they got a piece of it. John Johnson was right.
Now 1:23 left in the game, and DePaul up by 6 with the basketball, and the foul called against Jeff Daniel.
They're giving them right away though, not letting much time expire. Going for the ball, make sure it's a 1-and-1. Put the pressure on the free throw shooter.
Clock stop now, 1:21 to play. DePaul up by 6. And Terrence Green, who just hit 2 free throws, back up there again. 3 for 4 on the line with 5 points tonight. Green taking a little time and nails it.
Looks like he was made, huh, for the free throw line.
Now Drew Kennedy sits down. Substitution for Virginia. Richard Morgan back in the game. Green taking a lot of time up that line. But it works. Now he's hit 5 out of 6. And DePaul leads by 8 points with 1:21 to play, and all the pressure now on the Virginia Cavaliers. Callaway to the top of the circle.
Got to get him up quick.
Mel Kennedy from the deep corner won't fall. DePaul fighting for the loose ball. Lamone Lampley has it, and it's knocked loose and a foul call.
He's done some job, hasn't he?
He has been an excellent player tonight for DePaul. He has scored 14 points for the Demons, with big plays throughout the night. That was a 4th foul on Tom Sheehy. Drew Kennedy has 4. Sheehy has 4. Polynice has 4. Mel Kennedy 4. Tom Callaway 4. Kevin Holmes of DePaul has 4. Dallas Comegys fouled out. Embry has 3. Rod Strickland has 4. Jackson has 3. On Lampley.
He just pointed over the ball, but this one's for you, baby.
15 points now for Lamone Lampley. 1:11 left in the game. Demons up by 9. Off the heel of the rim. Polonese kicks it out. And the Cavaliers really need a bucket quickly. Callaway tries to get it and does. Donna Callaway has 12 points. And Virginia calling a quick timeout, down by 8 points now. 1:04 left in this game. The timeout on the court with the score now. DePaul 67, Virginia 60.
They're trying to front the people on the floor, and they'll give one right away. They make it a 5-second call.
Green bobbled the ball. Virginia gets it back with 1:02 to play, down by 7. And now they're going to stick Sheehy back in the game very quickly.
And Holmes as well. Terrence Green with the turnover. He may have been grabbed, believe it or not, but it's hectic at the end of the press. Officials have a tendency to overlook.
Green was there to take the inbounds pass. Now Holmes substituted for him, trying to defend it. He and Polonese jostling along the baseline. And it comes to Callaway. Morgan from the deep corner loops it in and out. And the rebound to Tony Jackson for DePaul. 2 people hit the deck, and now Virginia has them on the numbers, and Holmes is going to hit the bucket. And a foul called, and that is just about going to do it. DePaul up by 9 with 48 seconds to play.
And I'll commend the official for a good non-call as well.
First foul on Richard Morgan, and here's Kevin Holmes. 11 points in the contest now for Holmes. Get him a dozen and put DePaul up by 10 with 48 seconds to play.
I think it was Rod Strickland that made that pass as well. Look at this block.
Lamone Lampley got a hand on the ball, and now it will go down.
Virginia trying to get their last timeout.
No, Kennedy has 7 points now, and Virginia's going to call their last timeout. And it could be their last hurrah as well. DePaul may well have knocked them out of the tournament in the first round here. Joey Meyer and Jim Molinari, one of his assistants. Well, you know, they came in with that great reputation so many years and got knocked out early, and now tonight, barely getting the tournament perhaps. They're going to win in the first round.
They don't want to foul here.
Duke Kennedy, baseline jumper, a little short with a try, 3-man tip, and won't go. Polonese has it back up, and still won't go. Polonese again, and he got it. Holden Polonese staying with it, but they took too much time to get it done. Still a 6-point lead, and now the foul against Tom Callaway.
They've done as best they can with the clock, though, Virginia, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. 16 seconds left. They're still alive. They're down by 6. But it's going to take a miracle for the Cavaliers to bail this one out. Tom Callaway just fouled out of the game. Number 12 seed here, ahead of the number 5 seed.
A shock.
It's been a day surprisingly free of upsets so far, and this one could well be the biggest. It's really been pretty much a form chart day in round 1. Joey Meyer.
All the chalk has come through, I would say, up until now. But Strickland, I thought, played within himself with the boxing 1-2, where he could have forced things, could have gone a little bit wild. Very calm, very quiet, comfortable evening for him. Ran the show when necessary.
Morgan from long range. Woo! What a shot. Richard Morgan's first 2 points of the night. 6 seconds left. And now a foul called. DePaul still in front by 4. They're going to call it a 1-and-1. We'll take this opportunity now to thank the NCAA committee, Representative Jim Delaney from the Ohio Valley Conference, Tournament Director Bob James, Tournament Manager Skeeter Francis, and for the University of Virginia, Athletic Director Dick Schultz, and basketball coach Terry Holland and his staff. and Sports Information Director Rich Murray. From DePaul University, I'd like to thank Athletic Director Edward Mineta Jr., Head Basketball Coach Joey Meyer and his staff, and Sports Information Director Ray Stallone. Terry Holland in front of the Virginia bench. Transportation arrangements made through Fugazi International Travel, the official travel agency for the NCAA Championships. Tony Jackson steps up, knocks the free throw down. He has 8 points tonight. And the Demons are going to be in action again on Saturday.
He's not sure it's over yet, though. Don't foul.
Jackson got them both. 9 points, Tony Jackson. 5 seconds left in the game. DePaul up by 6. They're just going to let Virginia roam, and they'll make the layup. Anthony Solomon hits the bucket at the gun, and that'll do it. DePaul has defeated Virginia 72-68, and the Blue Demons got in the tournament with a 16-12 record, and immediately win a ball game. They take the Virginia Cavaliers out of it.